Hey y'all, welcome back to the Rustic Shabby Chick. My name is Bobby and today we are going to make some homemade chicken and noodle soup, or as they thicken up the next day, it'll be chicken and noodles. Lights coming in through the ear, so sorry about that. Let's get to it and hope you enjoy. Hey, I wanted to add a little side note with making this chicken and noodles. If you don't have a pressure cooker or Instant Pot, it's okay. Follow the directions on the package of the noodles. I believe it's about 20 minutes in a pot. Bring it to a boil and then lower the heat, let it simmer covered for about 20 minutes, I think is what is on the package. And also, if you don't want to make your own stock, don't fret about that either. You can buy a rotisserie chicken, shred it, cut it however you like, and add it into your broth with your vegetables, and just cook all that till it gets your noodles are tender and your vegetables are tender. The reason why I saute, it helps speed up the process of cooking it, and the butter gives it a little extra flavor too. And I hope that helps out. Alright, start off, I've got 3 quarts pan here, filled it up half with water. I'm going to add a couple chicken bouillon cubes, about 4. What I'm doing here is making my own broth that I will end up adding with canned stuff when it's done. You don't have to do this step if you don't want to. I don't measure, but I'm going to put about 1/4 of a teaspoon of poultry seasoning. I basically just eyeball it by sprinkling it on top of the water here. Dusting on top there. I got some ground thyme. About the same. Crushed rosemary. A little bit of cayenne. Not too much, just does have a kick. I've got, let's see how much, about 1 pound of chicken breast tenders. My daughter is a fanatic and only likes white meat. So I'm going to put this in with my water, seasoning. I prefer white and dark. I'll put this on medium high. 3 stalks of celery here. Give me one. You want? All right, I'm going to chop these up roughly since I am not going to use these veggies. They will get thrown away when I drain this. And then you're going to baby carrots.
What about the baby carrots?
What about what? I'm going to take half of these carrots. Put them in there. Just going to quarter this.
1 2-liter down.
Alright, we're going to let this simmer for
2 minutes.
About 25-30 minutes. Probably not even that long to cook chicken here.
I was 20 minutes off.
Cook it until it's done. And I will be back. Alright, I've chopped up the rest of the carrots. Sometimes I do them a little bit thinner. I'm like in the mood for chunky. I took the 3 stalks and then I cut those in half of celery. I'm sorry you can't see my face, but the stand for my camera only goes so high. Basically cutting these up about like that. You can do it smaller. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh, you're welcome. Onion here. Using sweet onions. Sweet yellow, I believe. Slice all this stuff up whatever way you feel happy with. Alright, I always pop out the very center. It's like 2, 3 little rings. My niece says I waste. But I worked in the food business, in a restaurant when I was younger, and for presentation's sake, they always had us do this. And I did the salad bar at Wendy's when I was a teenager. I can't see what I'm doing with the pot in a way. Oh, I might end up crying here. Oh Lord, thank God that's almost over. Starting to boil. Got it in between 6 and 7, medium heat. Clean as you go, that's the way to do it. I'd say that's probably about 2 quarts this bowl. I'm putting this back in the refrigerator. When this is done, we will drain it and take the chicken out and throw the veggies away and save the juice and the chicken. And then we will saute the fresh vegetables that we did. So when we come back, we'll get all that done. Alright. I want to see if this chicken is cooked all the way through. No red juices coming out at all. I'm going to put this on here to cool. Alright, and then this I'm going to drain over a strainer into a dish here. And all that I'm throwing away. We ended up with, got about 6 cups of homemade broth or stock here. Alright, I'm going to put the soup and stuff in my pressure cooker. If you have an Instant Pot, same deal. But what I'm going to start off with is, this is a Power pressure cooker extra large. And I am going to go ahead and hit just a random button, press soup. I need about 10 minutes. What I'm going to do is saute my vegetables into butter. Now I normally just toss a stick of butter in here, but I am out, so I'm going to use some country crock here. Nothing fancy, probably about the equivalent of 3/4 of a stick. Wooden spoon, don't want to scratch your Teflon up. This heats up pretty quick, and oh my God, this smells amazing. And I'm not kidding, this is going to be the best chicken noodle soup you've ever had. It's really good. I apologize for the way I look. I look rough. No makeup, hair up, in my pajamas and a t-shirt. Alright, put that in there. If you wanted to make a bigger batch, I'd just add more broth and add a little bit more of the veggies in. Normally I would take and use a smaller one of these, but they were out, so I had to get the big one. And what I do is I take my broth and I mix half of this in with what I made. Alright, so I poured out about 2 cups of my liquid. I'm going to add about 3 cups of this in here. Can you hear that? It's like really plain and bland on its own. Now, this stuff, better than bouillon. I get the regular chicken roasted chicken. And what I normally use is about a half a jar of this. It's really thick. Like thicker than applesauce. Don't want to use, overdo it with it and make your soup salty. And then you'll get that crazy yellow color going on. I've used too much parsley when I first started making it. My soup had a green tint. It was still good, but it was funny. Now, if I end up using all this, I may end up putting some juice in the jar to get the last bit out. Show you what we got going on in the pot here. Wish you could smell that. Having technical difficulties here. Bear with me. Almost there. The last bit in there. Now remember, no more than half a jar of this. Now, you know, it's not necessary to saute the vegetables because of the pressure cooker, but I do anyway. Who doesn't like buttery sauteed vegetables? Liquid in here. Pick it up. And that jar is done. I want to add some of my seasoning in again because we've added that broth that wasn't seasoned. So about the same. Nice little light sprinkling, about 1/4 of a teaspoon. Got the crushed rosemary, ground thyme, poultry seasoning, cayenne pepper, taste and see if I like the blend that we got going here. Alright, and then we're going to put probably about a teaspoon of, half a teaspoon of parsley flakes. And I apologize, the boys are getting wound up. I think all my spices are floating because my broth is cooled down. And these are the noodles that I'm using. They're Reams, R-E-A-M-E-S, and they're home-styled egg noodles, and they're just as good as making them yourself without all the mess. Got a recipe on the back too, if you want to try that. Alright, my chicken is kind of shredded, pulled apart. I got, you know, some kind of medium-sized pieces in there. I lightly salt and peppered it. My veggies, give you a quick look. They've cooked down nicely. About 10 minutes sauteed. Let's make a mess putting this in here. I think this is a 6-quart pressure cooker. There's a little bit of stuff in the bottom. Add the chicken. Wipe my mess up here. Wasn't too bad. This is a 16-ounce bag. I may not use all of it. And I'll tell you why. These soak up all your juices overnight. That's what they look like. super good. End up being a nice thick noodle. I'm going to start off with half of the bag and see what we got here. Honest, that might be more than enough, but my daughter loves how they thicken up the next day. She loves to put this over mashed potatoes. Makes a wonderful side for Thanksgiving. Okay, so I'm basically just putting 3/4 of the bag in here. Isn't that pretty? Nice. Alright. Alright, make sure my vent is closed. Cancel what's going on here, and I'm going to put this on for an hour. That'll build up pressure here in a few minutes, and off we'll go. I'll be back as soon as it's done. Finish washing up my dishes, and see you here soon. Alright, we're down to the last minute. Now when it's done, I'm going to flip this over. Let's pressure out. It usually takes about a minute to let the steam out. I've had this pressure cooker for almost 7 years. Alright, it's starting to slow down. See, I can't turn it yet. You hear? Almost there. There we go. Put this over here to sink. Run some cool water on it. Wash it here in a minute. This top part comes out. There's like a little knot there. You can pick it up so that you can wash the seal. Like that. And let's see, what do we have here? And there you go. Believe it or not, that bin of noodles in there will soak up the majority of that liquid tomorrow. And it's still a nice, fulfilling meal. Alright, thank you for watching. Flip this around here so maybe you can see me. Well, guess not. Don't see the button. Sorry about that. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give the recipe a try. I promise you, you will not regret it. You will love it. Awesome chicken noodle soup. Not quite blue ribbon, but definitely first place. And I'm not being biased. Everybody loves it. You all have a blessed day. Remember, Jesus loves you. And click on some of my other channel playlists, and maybe you'll find something in there that you might enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a blessed evening. Thank you.